What's going on, guys? I know it's been like 2 weeks since I've shot a video. I know. That's my apologies. The reason why is because the weather is so inconsistent here in the state of Iowa. It's gonna go from one day to 50s to another day into the 20s, and then another day into the 80s, and another day into the 10s. So, a little sarcasm there, but you get the point. It's just not consistent weather. I don't like it. But we've had 4 or 5 days of consistent, like, below freezing temps, like super cold. And I was driving around today and I've noticed that there were some ponds that were completely froze over, and I was like, damn, I wonder if they're ready yet. So guess what we're gonna do, guys? Tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up bright and early and we're gonna go see if those ponds are ready, because if they are, we're gonna go smack some fish. Fingers crossed. Smack some fish. Smack. I don't really smack fish like that, but yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't upload. I had nothing to upload. The time I went, which was 3 days ago, it was below freezing. And every time I go to cast, my guides were freezing. I wasn't getting any bites. I'm like, dude, this sucks. I'm not getting anything. My guides are freezing. My fingers are cold. My feet were froze. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna go home. So that's what I did. But anyway, I hope you guys stick around for this. Like I said, fingers crossed. Let's see if we're gonna be able to step a foot on the ice tomorrow morning. So let's do this. Let's go. 2022 to 2023 ice season has begun. Let's go.
The next day.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's November 20th and it is 6:25 in the morning. Mistake that 2 for 1. Anyway, it's freezing cold, very cold. When I woke up it was 14 degrees, so that's a good sign. We've had below freezing temps, like really cold temps for like the past 4 or 5 days or so. Checked a few ponds and noticed that some were capped over. Noticed that, certain parts of the pond were open, but I'm gonna focus on the parts that have been frozen for the longest time, because that's gonna be your thickest ice. And this is the earliest I've been on the ice in quite some time. It's probably been about like 3 or 4 years, maybe even longer, since I've actually hopped on the ice in November. But kind of can't go anywhere right now because my windshield is completely frosted over. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like 3 minutes before I take off, and fingers crossed, guys. Let's see if we can get a foot on that ice today. So stick around, let's do this. Alright, good morning, guys. 6:40. We're still early. You know what they usually say, early bird gets the worm. But anyway, it's freezing cold. Come on, focus. Okay, 6:40, still early. And the pond is right behind me. One thing I wanted to go over with you guys is safety. One of the safeties I don't have on me, which is a friend. Number one, always bring a friend with you, because if you do go under, you need somebody to pull you out. You always should bring a friend with you. Number two, picks, ice picks. I do have some right here. This is a must. So what these are, they're called ice picks. So basically, I can pop these little covers off, and at the very front are needle-like, look like large nails, to be honest with you. So each one of these has a nail in it. And what you want to do is, when you go down, is first off, you don't panic, because when you panic, your body goes into shock. When you go into shock, you might not see the surface again. Not trying to scare you guys by any means, but don't panic. So when you go down, use these. You just stub these on the ice and pull your way out. Tip number 3. I shouldn't say tip number 3, right? No. Safety. Safety number 3. Yeah. Spud bar. This right here is an Eskimo spud bar. Eskimo redneck spud bar. They weigh about, I don't know, I'd probably guess like 15 pounds or something like that. And what you do with this is basically you check your ice thickness. So here's an example. So right there, that actually gave me the goosebumps because I'm able to get on the edge of the ice. So the ice thickness around the shore was good. It was solid ice. You always want to spud, especially early ice, you always want to spud 3 steps ahead. So I'll take 3 steps, spud, take another 2-3 steps and spud. And then safety number 4, dress warm. Because if you're fishing out with no shack, please make sure you are dressed warm. There actually is another step, or not a step, a safety thing that I'll go over with here in a second, but now we're getting into 5. I think this is 5. Safety 5. Wear a float suit. I'm not wearing one because I'll give you the reason why. I don't want to spend $400 or $500 on a float suit. They're expensive. A float suit is, you can pick them up at your local stores, Fleet Farm, Bass Pro, Sportsman, just any of those stores you can pick them up. Depending on the size, I could probably shop in the kids section honestly because I'm a small dude, but I'll still be paying like $300, and that's just so much for a float suit. I'm warm as it is, but a float suit will definitely keep you dry and you will float when you fall in. So hope these safety tips helped, but I'm actually gonna go hit the ice right now, so let's see if we can catch some fish, guys. I may have found some fish. I'm not going to be using this camera to record though. I forgot to charge it, so I'm going to run the GoPro at all times. Well, we're on the ice, guys. 2022 to 2023. This is a blessing. As you guys noticed, the tips I went through. Always spud 2 to 3 steps in front of you. As you see, I'm on solid, clear, black ice. Or black ice, don't say black ice. Just see solid, clear ice. This is the stuff that kind of scares me right here. This milk. You always want to split around it. As you see, a little bit water's coming through, but I should be okay to walk on this, but I'm probably not going to. I'm just gonna focus on what's around me over here. I'm just gonna, didn't bring the auger because I didn't know if we're gonna have ice or not, so I'm just gonna chisel some holes around here, hole hop a little bit, and let's see if we can catch some fish. And what's really bad about this pond is that it's shallow water, not very deep at all. I think max depth is maybe like 6.5, 7 feet, maybe roughly, give or take. This is like one of the ponds that like to freeze over first because it's, 1, it's not big. 2, there's not much wind down here, so when the temps hit cold and it's windy, all these hills kind of cover it, so it builds ice pretty quick. And yeah, and then fish spook pretty easy in here as well. It's clear ice. I can almost see bottom, and I'm sure they can hear me walking on top. So, but we'll see if we can pull anything out. But it is nice to get out here. Well, nothing's been really biting, so I'm gonna have to make a few more holes. And apparently this is how I'm making my holes. So boom, early ice. You don't really need an auger, but it's actually helpful. So Don't be like this guy. Be smart. I got a fish down here. Oh, he's coming up. He's coming up. Oh, damn it. He came up for it. I probably need to use a different color, maybe. Oh. Oh, dude. I had him. I had him. I had him. Oh, there are some giant channel cats in here, so if I hook into one of those, that would be fun. I've seen 3 of them that were huge that came out of here. And they were all up in like the 8-pound range, so 8-pound channel cats through the ice. Psh, mwah. That would be nice. There we go. Yes! First fish of the year for 2022-2023 ice season. Let's go. That's a dandy gill. That's a bit of like 7 inches maybe. That's a big one. Alright, buddy. You get him. Go home. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. There's got to be more of you down there. You guys usually freaking go in packs. You guys are like a pack of hyenas. Oh yeah, there's another one down there. Might have to get up and move around a little bit because I am freaking cold. I'm only in 2 hoodies. I didn't want to bring a huge jacket because I'm like trying to go as light as possible. I don't want to add weight to myself. Obviously, because the more weight you put on the ice, on early ice, more chances of breaking through. So I'm trying to go as light as possible. But once the sun comes up here in the next hour, which I'm hoping for a little bit, then I'll warm up. Tell you what, I missed ice fishing. I don't like the cold. I hate being out in the cold. Let's check into the hole. Hey, we only got 1 fish so far. That's not good. A few more would be nice. Because I don't plan on being here all day. Getting a little bummed out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes punched. And caught 1 fish. I'm curious to how the ice is on the other side. I might go look quick. Just leave everything here and just bring the spud bar. Alright, well, fingers crossed. Maybe the ice is decent out here. I don't know. If there's 3.5, I'm comfortable. If we're talking 2 inches of ice, I am not comfortable. I don't know about that. That is not safe. Plus the sun's hitting right over here. You know. 1 hit. That ice is not good. Ice is no good. There we go. I mean, do I dare try here? I might. I just might. I know I'm safe right here, but okay, let's get the walk right here. Okay. Let's punch a hole right here. Still 3 inches right here on this side too. It's crazy. I think I'm gonna need a smaller jig head and a smaller plastic. Oh, I just got hammered, dude. I'm about to grab my other rod. Oh, dude, no. No. He was hooked. He was hooked. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, dude, my reaction time is horrible. There we go. That's decent. Woo! How you doing, buddy? Decent gill. Hell yeah. Sick. Oh, give my plastic back. Awesome. All right, buddy. There we go. Oh, that's a tanker. Oh yeah. There we go. That's a tank. That's probably up there. That's probably like the 8-inch club, 8-9-inch club. Look at that. Snap a photo of this. And get it released. Alright, go. Get out of here. Oh, got another one coming off the bottom. Come on. Take it. Take it. Dude, you're right on my bait, bro. There we go. Decent little dude. He inhaled that. And about, I don't know, 5-6 inches or so. But I gotta get back down there. There's another few more waiting. It disappears that quick. Oh, one's kind of coming in. I love when the fish like stick around. There we go. Come on, get off that bottom. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, he's still there. Oh, that wind. There we go. That's gotta be a good gill. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that wind. Oh, that is horrible. Oh, shit. I'm facing away from it now. Okay. Good fish. Another 6-7 inch gill. Yeah, that's a good one. Dude, that wind whipped hard. Just for no reason. Holy smokes, that was cold. That was some gnarly wind. And it was a really small, but a high gust. It didn't last very long. And now it's just like calm. I'm gonna go check these other last 2 holes, and if there's nothing, probably gonna call it. It's 9 o'clock. It's getting close to that warm temp range. And I don't want to walk across this pond when it warms up. Something suspended and one's in the bottom. A lot of them in here. Jeez. Holy smokes. There's a crap ton of them right here. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good size one too. Another 6-7. Give or take. Oh, he took my plastic, dude. Really? Damn. Get another plastic. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, what a dog of a gill, dude. Dang, that's a giant. That's a 9 plus. Oh. Holy smokes. That is a monster. That is a freaking tank. I'm gonna get a picture of this and get it released as well. Try for one more fish and then let's get out of here. That was a good fish. And I'm most likely gonna have to shoot the outro at home just to let you guys know ahead of time. This GoPro is nearly dead. There we go, another one. Nice kill. Nice. Absolutely wanted it. Oh, let me show you off to the camera real quick. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Maybe we got time for one more. Okay. There he is. Come on. There you go. Instant. Oh my god, another freaking hog. Oh man. Now we're talking. There we go. Holy. God, look at the size of this thing. 9 plus. Good freaking gill. That fish was released as well. I'm gonna try shooting for one more fish actually. Because I'm starting to get like really congested out here. One more and then I'm out of here. And I'll shoot the outro at home, guys, just so I can warm up because I'm freaking cold out here. There we go. Came back to the old hole and what do you know? They're stacked up again. Another good one. This is the good class range right here. 7-8 inch, give or take. Okay. Go, buddy, go, 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 go. See if I can squeeze one more and I'm out. I know I said that like 2 fish ago, but just one more. Because these temps are starting to get on the rise. I don't like it. It's 25 degrees. Last I looked. Comes another one. There we go. Just as much as I don't want to leave, man. Just as much as I don't want to leave. But I might be able to squeeze in one more. This is probably the smallest one of the day, honestly. Like 5-6 inches. Okay. Is there gonna be one more? There's something about this hole. I bet there's like a little piece of structure around here that's keeping them down there. It's probably somewhere around me. But I don't plan on staying here too much longer. If I don't get bit within the next like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'm calling it. And then I will see you guys at the house. There's definitely something at the bottom again. I'm giving it one more minute. Alright, I'm calling it. Done. Tap out. And I will see you guys shortly here at the house.
It looks like you lost another one.